Alright guys, how you doing? Welcome back. There's an argument that I keep running into online. You see, I see it often from many different people on the right. And it has to do with immigration. It has to do with the southern border. And the conversation only includes security on the southern border. It's not about security, like in general, like say on the northern border, or, our ports, or some other place where America's security is of concern. It's all about security on the southern border. And we all know, fascists aren't the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree. They don't know that people can read subtext, or that people know what subtext is. When you look a little bit deeper into their argument, into the conversation, it's absent from anywhere else in their discourse. I mean, the northern border, those people care about, our government cares about the northern border in securing it and what have you, and we have security up there because there's potential human trafficking, there is drug problems, gangs, cartels function in Canada. The same problems that are at the northern border are at the southern border. But once again, the northern border isn't of concern at all. And once again, we're talking about the subtext here. What's being said here? What's underneath the surface? What's underneath the discourse? What is being said without being said? Oh, let me say that part out loud. In Canada, most people are white. I said it out loud. So, they think they're clever enough to cover this up with dirt in their arguments. But once again, their arguments always are on the southern border because they are more concerned about brown people migrating, refugees, immigrants moving to our country for reasons X, Y, and Z that affects them, that they fundamentally believe. And that's what's going on here. They think they're clever enough to not say these things, but there's so many omissions. There's so much, like the subtext is screaming inside of their argument, I don't like brown people. That's it. That's the threat. Because once again, the same threats exist at all border entries. You can smuggle human beings at the north border or the south border, or by ports, or by air, or wherever there's entry. But they don't talk about those things. They don't care about security. They care about security on the southern border to keep out brown people. The racism is in the subtext. The xenophobia is in the subtext. Okay? And they try to act, it's so funny to watch them try, to act like they're not racist because they're not saying the N-word, or they're not saying some overt racist term, when all they have to do to be racist is to be racist in policy. You support politicians who are racist in policy. Don't ever try to insult my intelligence. And there's a lot of Americans like me who read right through you. It's plain as day. Okay? So you bring this argument to me, I'm going to light it on fire in front of your face and expose you for the racist that you are and the xenophobe that you are, that you're afraid to admit. But we know. We already know. But do you know?